Ed here with a Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at the Kensington SD4600P. This is a docking station, much like the SD4000 that I covered last year, and a solid alternative for those of you that have tablets, laptops, and want a docking station that can basically hide all of the wires so that you have a single cable to this docking station, and the docking station will handle the rest. What's unique about the brand new SD4600P compared to its predecessor is that it can actually output 4K, and I don't mean UHD, but true 4K at 60 Hertz. And that is a huge, or I should say incredibly important difference for me personally. The other option is that it can output two 4K streams at 30 Hertz, I believe. It also supports USB-C type charging and USB-C functionality. So much more future-minded, I will say, than the SD4000. Not that USB-C was prevalent when it launched. It was not. I believe this retails for $180. Kensington was kind enough to furnish me with this for review. So let's get inside this box. Out comes the cutter. For those of you that miss my scissor, since I've moved, I have not found it. So get used to box cutters. Maybe that will please some of you. I'm not sure. Simple footprint here. Very similar looking to the previous generation, but slimmer. I would say about the same length. The footprint, very similar. But before I get to that, let's see what else is included in this box. And again, at $180, I'm pretty sure that's retail. It might be a little bit less. The idea is that Kensington wants to knock Microsoft's docking stations off the block, and that's a good idea because Microsoft has just been all over the place. You know, first they did form-fitting docks, then they moved away from it. So it's clear that Microsoft sort of acknowledged they were better off doing a modular type dock like this, which Kensington was ahead of them on. I personally did enjoy Microsoft's form-fitting docks, but clearly that wasn't a great idea, not very future-minded when it came to new models. So you see they include a USB Type-C connector right here. You could charge your phone with that. Most new smartphones are USB-C powered. Your Kensington user manual right there. We have quite a bit of artillery here. Our power cable, which we've got a bit of an issue here. Hopefully they have one for the States, because yeah, they do. So you may or may not know, Kensington in the UK, this is the UK power plug. So I wouldn't be able to do much with this here. Thankfully, it did come with something that will, oh, nope, wrong one again. I had it the first time. Here we have the correct voltage for the US, so I can actually plug this in here stateside. But nice that they include all the different adapters. I'm not sure if that is something that's included in retail. Again, this is a review unit. So, you know, until I can confirm that with the manufacturer, I don't want to mislead anyone. Here is the power brick, which is larger than the previous gen, but keep in mind, this is a much more powerful dock just on the video side of things. But with that out of the way, and if they do include all the adapters, well, that just means they are clearly more business-minded and savvy to recognize that a dock like this is something that is a travel companion for many of you out there who want to take this on the road. So let's take a look at the dock itself. On the front end, we have a USB 3.0 port, or excuse me, that might be a Type-C. Of course, I believe it is, now that I think about it, even though I'm seeing the blue and thinking 3.0. Headphone, microphone jack right there, and then an LED, which I presume is to show that it's actually functioning, powered. Nothing on the right-hand side, nothing on the left-hand side other than the Kensington lock, which, well, where do you think Kensington got their name? And then on the rear of the device, you can see that we have two more USB ports. There are the two Type-C ports that I was mentioning. So that is just another USB 3.0, but I'm pretty sure that the USB 3.0 to Type-C, of course, is going to work for those of you that want a quick charge. So that's what I meant to say when showing the front port. But two Type-C actual dedicated ports there at the back. And then we have a display port and an HDMI 2.0 port. So again, you can do true 4K out of this at 60 hertz, which to me is critical, something that the SD4000 could not do. It was limited to 30 hertz. Then you also have an Ethernet port, so if you need hardwired internet, something that in the business class world is still, I would say, something of a mandatory nature, you have that option. And of course, last but not least, the actual power port for connecting it to one of the three different, the one power supply that would then be connected to one of the three different standards they've given you for global travel, at least in this box. But that pretty much sums things up. I'll be testing it out. I will keep all of you updated as to its performance. But to me, this puts Kensington over the top because this is something Microsoft didn't do. No one did this. So Kensington is the first to put out a docking station that supports users that really do care about having 4K resolution the way it should be, which is at 60 hertz, because 30 hertz is a piecemeal when it comes to getting all of that resolution in front of you. Like myself, using it on dual 40-inch displays. If I don't have 60 hertz, it's usable, but I don't think I have to explain to anyone who's seen what 30 hertz looks like as opposed to 60. If you have the option, you go with 60. There's no reason to look back. But there it is, the Kensington SD4600. Is that correct? I'm checking. 4600P. I forgot the P. Sorry, Kensington. But it looks to be right now the best dock on the block. Not trying to rhyme, but it's happening anyway. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. Hit that like button. And as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.